Big story right now at 9 o'clock. Mobile's Veterans Affairs Clinic is listed in an audit that confirms a culture of twisting the rules to cover up how long some veterans have to wait to get care.
Yeah, that audit was released today, and it found nationwide 57,000 veterans still waiting for an appointment with a doctor after 90 days. 64,000 patients over the past 10 years that have never been seen. Investigators found an overly complicated scheduling process, confusion among clerks and supervisors, and 13% of schedulers ordered to falsify dates on waiting lists.
Being able to review this data should help us not just decide on the scope or determine the scope of this problem, but also to evaluate proposed reforms that the President is committed to.
Well, today I spoke with a veteran who was awarded a Purple Heart in the Vietnam War. A.B. Grantham says he is not surprised the Mobile Clinic made the list. He says he's dealt with delays and outright incompetence there for years. Struck with an AK-47 round in the chest, A.B. Grantham was placed in a body bag in South Vietnam. The Purple Heart veteran recounted years later how he was glad someone perhaps noticed movement and unzipped that bag.
I heard someone say, "This one's not dead yet."
Now, nearly 50 years later, he's far from the war zone, but still finds himself in battle. Fighting now, not for democracy, but for the health care he was promised.
Most of the veterans, including myself, are really fed up. We're really tired of it.
Grantham has sought care at the VA clinic in Mobile, only he says to be misdiagnosed. He says it took almost a year to be properly diagnosed with a torn rotator cuff, an injury related to that AK-47 bullet that went through his body in 1965.
That's a very, very substandard clinic.
And it's one that's landed on a federal list for further review due to issues with scheduling and access management.
I'm surprised they're not on the top of the list.
It's failing in our part of the country, and it's failing all over the country.
Congressman Bradley Byrne says he is surprised that not only the Mobile Clinic made the list, but also the facility in Biloxi, where many area veterans seek care.
It's obviously a failure, and we don't need to keep doing that.
For Grantham, he'll keep fighting for what he and other veterans deserve.
We're really, really tired of fighting this battle.
Now, Byrne says it is time for an overhaul. He says he would like to see a system in place where veterans can choose their own doctors and the government pay for their care.